Red.
Tonight we've got team coverage of Idaho wildfires. Scott Dorval has the very latest weather conditions driving all those flames and which way they might go over the next 12 hours or so. Fink spoke with Governor Butch Otter after his tour of areas of the devastated area, and Roland Beres is live in Ketchum with the very latest on the Beaver Creek fire.
So let's go straight to Roland in this Idaho wildfires report.
Michelle, Ketchum is, I guess, what you would call a ghost town tonight. I'm sitting right downtown in the town square, and I'm the only one here tonight. Friday night normally would be hopping, but everybody was heading out of town. Now, I flew into Haley late this morning, early afternoon, and I think we have some video that we want to show folks to just give you an idea of the scope of the Beaver Creek fire. It is just tremendous as you fly around the smoke and all the ash that's going into the air that's covered this area, and of course the flames as well. And I was struck as I came actually into Haley just how close the flames had gotten, the last row of hills before the town. And of course, as the day went along, it actually reached Highway 75, and that's when they ended up closing Highway 75 at mile marker 121 for about an hour and a half to 2 hours tonight. And it caused a lot of problems for folks around here who also were being called to evacuate, a long list of evacuations. And in fact, some people here who helped us out with power lines from the Starbucks downtown to keep our equipment going had to close up early tonight because the owners were actually in one of those mandatory evacuation locations. So it affected a lot of people. Unfortunately, Highway 75 back open tonight. People are able to go back and forth between Haley and Ketchum. We did see a big line of C-130s come over towards the end of the night tonight before nightfall hit, dropping retardant along the Highway 75 corridor because they want to do everything they can tonight to make sure that area is protected. There's a lot of heavy fuel along Highway 75 moving north towards Ketchum, and they don't want the fire to get in there tonight. It does seem like things have settled down tonight, which is very good news, but they are very concerned about another big run tomorrow. And again, we should mention that there are crews now that it's reached the Highway 75. There are crews with water trucks stationed all around now. They are on structure protection patrol tonight, and that will certainly continue tomorrow. Michelle, Don?
Roland, I'm still taken back. There you are, downtown Ketchum, a Friday night in August, and you're right, it looks like a ghost town.
It absolutely is. It really is pretty strange because it's actually right now a fairly nice night if you don't mind a little smoke.
All right, Roland, we're going to keep you on alert there, and we'll come back to you if we need to. Thanks so much for reporting. Thousands of residents now fearing this massive fire could head toward their homes, obviously. Thick smoke is forcing residents to wear breathing masks outside. Red Cross volunteers are stationed at the community campus in Haley to give evacuees a place to grab some food, a shower, and a place to sleep. Many people living near the line of the fire are packing up their belongings, leaving town, and hoping their communities survive.
This is a resort, and we all live on resort. Everybody that works here lives on the tourists, and so it would be devastating for Ketchum and Sun Valley to burn.
Emergency managers urge people in the area to avoid unnecessary driving on Highway 75 and limit cell phone use. If you have another place to go, they say head out now instead of waiting for a mandatory order. A full list of the evacuated areas is listed at IdahoOnYourSide.com.
How about some good news, at least a little bit? Crews are gaining ground on some of the bigger wildfires across the state. Firefighters are making progress on the Elk and Pony Complex fires near Pine and Featherville. The Elk Complex fire has burned more than 125,000 acres. It is 50% contained tonight. The Elmer County Sheriff's Office says it's opening up Pine Featherville Road and Anderson Dam Road to residents 5 p.m. on Sunday. Be sure to bring proof of residency, though. Fall and Lester Creek's residents were escorted by deputies into their neighborhoods today. The Pony Fire has burned nearly 150,000 acres and is 90% contained. And the McCann Fire is blocking about 23,000 acres. It is almost 90% contained. Governor Butch Otter got a first-hand look at Idaho's wildfires this morning, flying over the flames. The governor says the firefighters on the front lines need help from everybody. Fink has team coverage of Idaho's wildfires.
Don, Governor Otter says the Beaver Creek fire, one of the worst fires in recent history to hit the state, comparing it to the Castle Rock fire in 2007, the first year he was in office. The governor today shaking hands and thanking the crews working tirelessly battling the flames. From the helicopter, he could get an aerial view of the three most potent Idaho wildfires. He offered condolences to those who lost structures and property wiped out by the elk fire near Pine and Featherville. And he gave his constituents in the affected areas near Haley and Ketchum an ultimatum. If you're evacuated, go then.
I understand private property. I understand you want to protect your property, but I will guarantee you that nobody is going to go out of their way to get you out of your house if it isn't necessary. And they want a sense of confidence that you're out of there, so they don't have to worry about you being in there.
The governor says he's very grateful to have the same incident commander who led the Trinity Ridge fire a year ago lead the elk fire in the same area with very similar terrain along Pine and Featherville. The Beaver Creek fire is the #1 priority fire in the nation tonight. Live in studio, Eric Fink. Today's 6 on your side.
Be sure to stick with today's 6 on your side for continued